Reduction of metallic oxide to the free metals. Some of the methods commonly used to get the free metals from roasted or calcinated ore are: number one, smelting, that is carbon reduction. The oxides of less electropositive metals are reduced by heating them with suitable reagent like coal, coke, carbon monoxide, aluminium. This process is known as smelting or pyrometallurgy. Now let us know the definition of smelting. The process of extracting the metals by reduction of its oxide with carbon in the form of coal, coke, or carbon monoxide is called smelting. Smelting is carried out in blast furnace. See here, lead oxide on heating with carbon gives lead plus carbon monoxide. Lead oxide, when reduced with carbon monoxide, it forms lead and carbon dioxide. Ferric oxide on reduction with carbon gives iron, crude iron, and carbon monoxide. Ferric oxide on reduction with carbon monoxide gives free crude iron plus carbon dioxide. So this is called pyrometallurgy. Reduction can also be carried out using aluminium, that is called Goldschmidt aluminothermic process or thermite process. This process is employed in the case of those metals which have very high melting point and are to be extracted from their oxide. Their reduction with carbon is not satisfactory. For example, chromium oxide. Reduction of chromium oxide is carried out with aluminium, which on heating with aluminium gives crude chromium and aluminium oxide. Likewise, manganese oxide can also be reduced by aluminothermite process. See the reaction here. 3Mn3O4 plus 8Al, 9Mn crude manganese and alumina. Reduction, self-reduction. Used for sulfide ore of less electropositive metal like Hg, Pb, and Cu, etc. Sulfide ore on heating in presence of oxygen forms some oxide, and that oxide remaining sulfide ore undergoes self-reduction to give the crude mercury. Likewise, PbS on heating with oxygen forms PbO, and that PbO converts remaining sulfide into Pb and Cu. Electrolytic reduction. The oxides of highly electropositive metals like sodium, potassium, magnesium, calcium, and aluminium, etc., cannot be reduced by carbon easily at moderate temperature. So, to know the variation of temperature and the suitable reagent for the reduction, pyrometallurgy is used. That means pyrometallurgy help us to understand the variation in temperature requirement for thermal reduction and to predict the element that will be element that will suit as a reducing agent for a given metal. And this can be explained with the help of thermodynamic principle of metallurgy with an Ellingham diagram that we will discuss in the later part in the next video. So what are the temperature variation? Requirement for the thermal reduction in pyrometallurgy. Pyrometallurgy means reduction of oxide on heating with carbon and suitable reagent like carbon monoxide or aluminum. These all comes from reduction on heating. Conversion of oxide into crude metal on heating is known as pyrometallurgy. Pyro means heat. So pyrometallurgy deals with the reduction of metallic oxide to crude metal on heating. And what are the temperature interpretation? Variation, that is temperature variation in the temperature requirement for thermal reduction, and which reducing agent is suitable for the reduction, that can be understood with the help of thermodynamic principle of metallurgy and Ellingham diagram that we will discuss later on. So smelting means carbon reduction. Heating the metallic oxide with carbon in the form of coal, coke, carbon monoxide, and even with the aluminium. That is also known as aminothermite process. So you should understand that smelting while roasting, calcination and roasting is carried out in the reverberatory furnace, but the smelting is carried out in the blast furnace. And sometimes flux has to be used because even after the concentration, some impurity still be present in the calcinated or roasted ore. So we add flux in the blast furnace along with the carbon to reduce the metal oxide into metal, and that we will learn later on in the topic thermodynamic principle of metallurgy with the help of Ellingham diagram, and when we will discuss the extraction of iron, copper, aluminium and zinc separately. So after the reduction, the next task, the next operation, metallurgical operation is refining or purification of crude metals. So there are 4 steps involved. First one, you can recall easily, that first one is the grinding or crushing of ore, that also called pulverization. Ores of free metals are found in the form of lumps. These lumps are crushed or grinded into small pieces, that is called crushing, and the small pieces of metal ore is then converted into fine powder by with the help of a stamp mill or ball mill, and that process is known as pulverization. Second one is the concentration. Concentration involves gravity separation method, Wilfray table, or using the hydraulic classifier. Second one is the fourth flotation method that we have discussed in detail. Electromagnetic method, which is used in that case in which either the ore or the impurity is magnetic in nature. So what will happen? The magnetic substance, that is ore or impurity, will fall closer to the magnetic roller, and the non-magnetic substance will fall away from the magnetic roller, or by leaching. That leaching is used for the concentration of aluminum, gold, silver, that we have learned. After that, how to convert the concentrated ore into the oxide. So basically, reduction of ore, extraction of crude metal from concentrated ore, and that involves two steps. Number one, conversion of concentrated ore into the metallic oxide. That can be done either by the calcination or by the roasting. Calcination is heating the ore below its fusion point in absence of air in a reverberatory furnace. And calcination is carried out for the hydroxide ore, for carbonate ore, or the ores containing moisture. What happens? The non-metal present as an impurity get converted into their corresponding oxides and disappear into the surrounding. Moisture are expelled out. Carbonates get converted in the carbon dioxide, and the metal carbonate get converted into the oxide, evolving carbon dioxide. Or by roasting. Roasting means heating the metal, concentrated ore, in presence of air below the melting point of the metal. That is called roasting. It is also carried out in the reverberatory furnace. Once the metal is concentrated ore is converted into the metallic oxide, then in the extraction of crude metal, the task ahead of us is to convert the metallic oxide into the crude metal, and that state is known as reduction. So reduction is smelting. That is smelting. Smelting is the heating the metal oxide with carbon or carbon monoxide or aluminium. So reduction with carbon, carbon monoxide or aluminium on heating is called pyrometallurgy, and when we heat the oxide ore with carbon to a high temperature in presence of oxygen in a blast furnace, that is called smelting. And a smelting reaction, so you can see here, when lead oxide is heated with carbon, we get crude lead and carbon monoxide. Likewise, when ferric oxide is heated with carbon to a high temperature below the melting point of the iron, what we get? Crude iron and carbon monoxide. Ferric oxide can also be reduced by carbon monoxide. See here the reaction. This on heating, ferric oxide, when reduced with carbon monoxide, we get crude iron and carbon dioxide. Reduction by aluminothermite process is implied in the case of those metals which have very high melting point and are extracted from oxide. Their reduction with carbon is not satisfactory. For example, chromium oxide, manganese oxide, their melting point are very, very high. So their carbon reduction process will not be suitable, and in place of carbon, we will have to take aluminum as a reducing agent. So see the reaction, what happened. Chromium oxide on reduction with aluminum gives crude chromium and aluminum oxide. Likewise, manganese oxide on reduction with aluminum gives crude manganese and aluminum oxide. Some concentrated ore which contains sulfide undergoes self-reduction also. These are the lesser positive metal like mercury, like Pb, like copper. And what happens when they are heated in presence of oxygen? some part of the sulfide ore get converted into oxide, and that metallic oxide then further reduces the sulfide ore to give the crude metal of mercury, of lead, or copper. If the metal is highly electropositive, like sodium, like potassium, magnesium, calcium, aluminium, then carbon reduction process is not suitable there. And in place of carbon reduction process, what we use? We use electrolytic reduction process, in which either the hydroxides or the chloride of the metal are electrolyzed when the crude metal is get deposited on the cathode. So after the reduction of the metallic oxide to crude metal, the task ahead of us is to how to get the pure metal from the crude metal. That is called refining of metal or purification of metal. That we will discuss in the now.